So I just wanted to do an update on the Honda Fit that I recently bought. Here it is real quick. I made another video on it, but recently bought it specifically to try to do Hyrecar again. And it was only a 2009, so it's too old to do Turo with actually. And it was kind of disappointing, but it ended up sitting for almost a month with no one even messaging me about it on Hyrecar. And then too old to put on Turo, so I decided, okay, I'll put it on a get around. And then like right after I scheduled the appointment to get the get around Connect installed, like the same day, later that day, somebody was trying to rent it from me on Hyrecar, of course, after almost a month of it sitting there. Um, he didn't rent it because usually people on Hyrecar, they always want the car like the same day or the next day, and they usually just, I think a lot of times they just won't rent it from you if it's not available. But another guy hit me up for it again, like a day later, and it was still scheduled to get the Connect installed for Get Around. So luckily, he was willing to wait a couple days. So the next day after I got the Connect installed, he rented it. He seemed like a really good guy too. Like he would have been a really good renter. And the car actually got totaled in under 24 hours after his rental started. And it wasn't this guy's fault. He was sitting at a red light and a drunk driver rear-ended him. I'll show you the pictures right here. They're not the greatest pictures. It was at night, but see if I can zoom in a little. I'm trying to get it. Here it is. So yeah, he was just sitting at a red light, got rear-ended. Car is obviously a total loss. I paid $6,200 for it. Needs some repairs, and after all the stuff like the registration costs and the tracker I put the tracker in it for no reason, by the way, because I ended up getting the get around tracker anyway. But ended up paying about $7,400, and so I'll definitely make money from the crash. And the guy who rented it from me was really good. He took photos of the accident. He got photos of the guy who hit him. He got photos of that guy's license, of his insurance, and he got a photo and sent it to me of the police report, because there was also a police report filed. So I had the police report number and everything. And there's a tip: if your car's in an accident and it's obviously not your renter's fault but the other guy's fault, try to go after their insurance. You should file a claim with Turo or Hyrecar or Get Around or whatever also, just in case the other insurance company doesn't accept responsibility for it, or the other party, their insurance might be expired. Or one of my cars was hit by a car, but the car was stolen, so I don't think the insurance for that car would have covered it. And then also the incident was so crazy that the cop did not get the insurance information for the other car, so I didn't have that. So I ended up just having to go through the claim through Turo. But for this one, I just called up AAA right away. I started the claim. I think maybe somebody had already started a claim too, like the other driver even possibly, it seemed like. And they already accepted responsibility for it. So I told Hyrecar, like, hey, I'm working with the other person's insurance. They accepted responsibility or fault, and I'll let you know if anything changes. But you definitely, if possible, you want to go through the other party's insurance, because you won't have to pay the deductible, and they'll probably give you more money too than like either Hyrecar or Turo with their initial cash payments. And you can get things like I've heard of people getting paid for their loss of income too. I'm going to try to do that with this claim through AAA and see how it goes. I already asked about it. She said she wasn't sure. But I know I've heard of people doing that, like Turo and stuff. So what you can do is tell the insurance, like, hey, I had this vehicle. It was a source of income for me, so I need to get paid for the loss of income. And I think they might even pay you like your daily rate. They'll pay you that daily rate, like, for the amount of days from the accident until they actually pay you out. And the car got sent to a tow yard too. So like the next thing I did was I think I called up the tow yard, and they said I need to get a vehicle release form from the police. So I went to the police station, fill out a paper, got a vehicle release form, because AAA told me that I told them the vehicle was impounded, so they said that they were gonna get it out of the tow yard themselves. That's something else you want to do, because when a car is in an impound lot, it accrues fees daily, like $80 a day or something like that on top of the tow fees. So it can get really expensive. So you want to make sure that you don't end up getting stuck with those fees. And obviously, since it's a total, this car is so wrecked, I couldn't really get it out of there myself. So I was asking AAA about it, and I want to make sure they would take care of it, which they said they would. So went to the police station, got the vehicle release forms, and then I had to go over to the tow yard and give them the vehicle release forms. And then they took me over to the car so I could get personal stuff out of it. All I had was like a lockbox, some charging cords, and then I removed the 2 tracking devices that I had in there. But I'll definitely get more than $7,400, which is the total amount I paid after everything for this car. I think I'll probably get around $10K. I'll probably make an update video with the claim. But that's another thing. Like, this really shows you, like, you have to buy your cars like under market value. And the thing is, when the insurance company pays you for a total loss, they're giving you the price of the car that on average it would cost to buy it from a dealer in your area. So say maybe your area is more expensive, you're buying your cars from a dealer, but you're getting them from another state, you can get much better deals like that. Some people can do that. I think in California here, car prices are pretty high. But if you're buying like cheaper cash cars, you just buy them off of like Craigslist or from private party, they're going to be a lot cheaper than if you buy them from a dealer. So I think they'll probably value this car at $9,000 or $10,000. And they also give you the taxes and like dealer fees on top of that. So the taxes here in California, where I live, are actually over 10%. They're 10.25%. So if they value this car at $9,000, they'll give me $9,000 plus about another $900 for the taxes. And then I think they give you here, at least in California, they give me another $175 for the dealer fees. So I'm expecting to get at least 10 grand for this car. So after paying $7,400, that would be a $2,600 profit right there. And it'll probably maybe take a month to get the money after the accident, and I had the car for about a month, so that's pretty good money for 2 months. I'd almost kind of rather keep the car and hopefully get close to like $1,000 per month. But Hyrecar was so dead though. I even priced the car way down. Nobody was really getting it. The guy who contacted me too, I think I lowered the price all the way down to like $40 a day. I'm in Oakland. I saw there's one guy on Hyrecar right in downtown San Francisco, had 4 cars on there. He had them priced as low as like $35 a day, and they were still, it took a while even. I still don't think he has all his cars running out. I've been watching Hyrecar. Hyrecar just seems to be doing really bad. There's just nobody really running on there. But part of it could be because they were just acquired by GetAround, so they might, I think they'll probably screen the renters better. They might charge deposits or hopefully get renters that are lower risk for accidents, because that was like a big problem with GetAround, and you can see in my previous videos, only had 3 rentals and had a total loss and another one that was like a $4,000 damage claim or something like that. So I am going to buy another car. With the next car, though, I'm going to make sure to get a 2011 or newer with under 130K, so it'll qualify for Turo. Just in case, I'm going to put it, though, on GetAround and try to do GetAround and Hyrecar and see how that works. I've never done GetAround. I was about to try it with this car, but never got a chance, so I'll make update videos on that. But I do want to get one that's that at least can put on Turo in case GetAround or Hyrecar doesn't pan out. Is because with this car I would have just stuck it on Turo, but I couldn't. It was too old. So, and I'd get a higher insurance payout, so it'll be easier to buy a newer car that's worth more money anyway.